Like, I just was bumping Jill Scott. Oh my goodness. Actually, I heard her album like when it came out around Valentine's Day. And oh wait, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, or because I just saw a text message coming. But anyway, like I heard her album. It came out what, February 14th or February 13th? What was it? The 13th actually. And like you could listen to it straight through, no skipping. Like I feel like yes. I had to take my shades off for a second. My friend was like, hey, because they be thinking that I'm talking to myself. But listen, now I'm not even going to be bothered thinking about that. But like I was saying, if you haven't heard Jill Scott album, definitely listen to it. I just love it from the beginning. I don't wait. I should have put a little background. Do I have a background I could put in? But yeah, it's just so dope. And one of her songs is dope, SHIT. Like, and how some people be thinking, putting age and stuff like, I'm too old for this, I'm too old for that. Do not look at your age. I love what Bevy Smith says, it gets greater later. And especially if you believe that, that's what it's gonna be. Every day is a blessing. Every day is a new day. You're alive, to do something great and magnificent. Some people I meet, they be like, oh my goodness, I just be bored, I be this, and I be looking like, there is 100 million things to do every single day. Like, anytime I think I'm bored, I go pick up a book or do some cleaning up or, organize that closet. It's always something to do. And just go outside. That's it. But, yeah. But I'll wait for a few of you guys to come in. Said I haven't been on live in a minute. I said, let me jump on live. I don't even know where my lip gloss is because, oh, yeah, I have it. No, I don't. I left it. I left my lip gloss. I left me lip gloss. But, yeah, it is so dope. I cannot believe you're in February already. Like, I literally was like, oh my goodness, it was today. I was thinking it was Wednesday all day. All day I'm thinking that it was Wednesday. Oh my goodness. People are like hitting me up. That's why sometimes I choose not to post certain things. Because of stuff like this. I see why people don't be active on their social media and they just experience the event without posting about it. Because literally you will have like 100 text messages or DMs talking about, oh, what's going on today? Where you at? What you doing? And I'm like, listen, sometimes I find out things the day of, the minute of. Like I can get a text message right now and say, oh, come meet me. And then the same people who be asking to go certain places to be like, oh, let me know when the next one. You let them know when it is and nowhere to be found. So sometimes you just gotta like, okay, sometimes it's just the fluff. They want to do it, but I guess they just not motivated to. Oh, let me know. Or just to stay in that contact, Some people just be saying things. Like my other homegirl, like I could have, I'd be like, come meet me right now. She coming right now. Ain't no, let me see, let me think about it. What is to think about? Ain't nothing to think about. You just gotta, you just do it. That's it. So, that's the difference. That's the difference between, I don't want to say winners and losers, but people like to, but I'll just say the winners, they take action. They take risks. They not going to, they ain't going to think about too long. Because one thing I can tell you, the early bird catches the worm. Sometimes, yeah, perfect timing, because I'm not going to say anything. I'll be late. I'll be late. But I'm the type, I make a decision very fast. I'm not going to think about what can go wrong. I'm thinking about what can go right. And so a lot of people, the first thing that they do in their mind goes to what can go wrong. A secret is what can go right, you know? Don't think about that. And that question, that feeling should never even come across your mind. As soon as it pops up in your mind, throw it in the trash. That's a little secret I'm gonna leave y'all. Try it. Anytime you find yourself, oh, hey, Andrea and Luna. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so anytime that thought comes in, like, oh, what if this don't work? Or what if, like, I don't even think about that. I do not. That don't even come across my mind. And if it does, because, you know, we all sometimes feel a little bit insecure, or how they like, I don't even like to use that word, imposter syndrome. It just came back to me because I went to I saw a screening premiere of the CEO Club, which comes out tomorrow. Friday, right? Friday, February 15th. Yeah. So the CEO Club, and one of the ladies there, because she's around so many phenomenal women, and she's a phenomenal woman herself, but she said, like, sometimes I don't feel like I belong, like, you know, imposter syndrome, like, you know, because she is a content creator, and basically you're around these people who actually built these huge successful business, and it's like, wow, I'm on the same show, but, you know, she is doing great things. She is a CEO in her own right, building businesses, an investor, and it's so bad. I keep saying she. I wish I remembered the name, but yeah. Yes, Adrienne Luna, just leave it up to God's hand. Yes. So once you know that God is on your side and God is with you, what? You ain't gonna think about any of that. Because I remember, and that was probably my little, I guess, I'm not gonna say downfall before, but thinking about what other people thought, like, you know, or believing what other people said, because I was around a lot of haters. Not even haters, but Debbie Downers. How about that? They probably wasn't hating, but they just didn't not know how to, you know, how to be positive. You know, I was around a lot of negative Nancy's growing up. So you just, you know, so you gotta just make, and that's the thing. Sometimes you just gotta get out of your environment and go into that environment where you thrive. You know, be around those people that allow you to thrive. Be around those people who are your biggest cheerleaders. Be around those people that hype you up. And you be like, girl, what you talking about? I ain't do nothing. You know, like, be around those people, because literally some people be putting the battery in my back. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, stop hyping me up. Y'all hyping me up too much, you know? But, you know, that is the truth. You need to be around those cheerleaders, people who gonna pour into you. Not those people who gonna like, oh, you think you all that? Or you think this? Or you think that? Nah. Hey, Andrew Love. Check it out, guys. Subscribe. Yes, Andrew. Hang out with people then, and you get right, and you're going to help them, and then I help you. What? That's a good one, but I don't know what that means. But, yeah. So, what was I saying? I got distracted. But yeah, change your environment if you have to. That's it. Some people just stick in the same old, you know, and that was crazy. I met this person, it was many years ago though, but I couldn't believe when he said he never left the block. I'm like, what? Meaning that, like, yo, you not, like, the borough itself, you don't go outside your borough? Like, you just within that block. Like, really? You never been to Queens, you never been to Brooklyn, you never go, you not, like, some people just love just to stay where they are, not expanding their mind, not expanding their, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about traveling and experiencing new places, because, you know, you meet so many different people, and you see different ways of, I guess you could say, being, you know. Like, that's what I'm super grateful for. Going away, traveling when I was younger, just knowing that I'm just not limited to this one place, this one, you know. World is big, but yet it is. The world is big, but yet it's small at the same time. You know, because I always remember when I was in Tokyo, my heart was a little fluttered, because I'm like, wow, I'm so far from home. Because I think that flight was, I don't know how long the flight was. I can't even remember. But it was a long flight. And once I touched down, I said, wow, I'm so far from family and friends. I'm all the way in Tokyo. But then once I was there, I was just like, boom. It was like my little home. Like I'm traveling. Like, and the thing about it, when you go outside, I feel like if you live in a city, in an urban area, it's so easy. Yeah, if you live in an urban area, it's so easy for you to travel and meet people because you're so used to that. Like, you know, and I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna say if you from, I don't want to say that either. But if you know how to, you know, maneuver through a city, you know how to maneuver through any city. That's all I'm gonna say. Because you got to realize there's bad things happen everywhere. Because I remember even when I forgot where I was going. Was it Colombia? I don't know. But people were like, oh my goodness, so many things. Like, you know, they would tell you the bad stuff that's happening on the news. But when you look at the news in your own area, you be like, wow, if I listen to the news, I wouldn't even be outside right now in my own area. So never let things deter you. But what was I saying? Yeah, like traveling outside is just, wow. You get to learn, see so many things, and see how easy it is. I don't want to say that either. Let me not say easy. Oh shoot, is this a Thriller jacket? Oh yeah, you know I gotta wear my red. I'm rocking my red for Lunar New Year. And I just love red. Red is like my favorite color. But you know, since we about to go in spring, I gotta switch it up. I gotta switch it up a bit. But yeah, guys. And this chat was, I said this chat. This live was really about Jill Scott album, but I started going left. But yeah, Jill Scott album is a banger, and I love the song with Too Short. I don't know why. It's kind of, you know, Too Short. I don't know. I always laugh when he raps because he have that, I don't know, his voice. I ain't trying to, like, you know, but his voice just makes me like, oh my goodness. But Biggest Pimp of the Year, that song is crazy because it breaks down like, what? Like, girls really do that? That's pimp culture? So if anybody want to know about pimp culture, listen to that song, Biggest Pimp of the Year. She released a new album last week, February 13th for Love Day. It was so dope, so good. It is good. It's not even so dope, it's good. And just watching her perform, she's a great artist, great performer, like, you know, a little bit raunchy. But she do what she do. She do what she do, and she lives her truth. Ain't nothing to sugarcoat, ain't nothing to hide, and I love it. And her album, you know, it reflects that. It reflects that. Yep. So, that's it. Oh, wait. I gotta check it out. I'm still waiting on Jasmine. Oh, yeah. Jasmine, I don't know. I'm mixing it up. SZA album's about to come out. I'm about to say, yeah, her album. SZA album about to come out this year too. So we getting that R&B. Is that R&B season? R&B. That's, you know. And I forgot on my last live I was talking about that too. Like, we need some good music. And Jill just gave us some good music. Yeah. Let me see what time. Okay. Yeah, but it's so many things. Like, I was just telling my friend, I may go on a cruise. I don't know. Because that's one thing I always said. Like, I never used to like cruises and stuff. But I think this year I may do a cruise. You know, do something that I was afraid. Like, I'm doing things that, you know, do it afraid. Do it afraid. So sometimes it's like, all right, let's go on a cruise then. So that's what we're going to do. We just going to go on a cruise. If I wasn't, what? If you wasn't cheating, big money, that is so sad. Wow. I'm so glad I didn't read that statement. That statement is crazy. That statement is wild. You know? And it's so crazy It's not crazy, but I'm shout out to YouTube. I went to the premiere, not premiere, but a screening of A Midwinter's Break, and it was like, following an older couple. Basically, how to put it? It's basically, when you've been with your partner for so long and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so tired of you, I need a break. And it, after the kids, after the grandkids, whatever, like she wanted to just explore, not even, she just wanted to be by herself. I don't want to give too much of the movie away, but one thing I want to say is that sometimes your secrets that you're holding on to and is making you want to, I'm not going to say leave the relationship, but sometimes if you just communicate and just, don't hide, your relationship could be so much better. The movie is called A Midwinter's, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it right. It's crazy how you go see a movie and you forget the name, but yeah, Midwinter's Break. It's kind of slow. It's like one of those movies that it's not too much action, whatever. It's like it's great scenery, great poetry. It's based on the book too, Midwinter's Break. But yeah, I like the fact that they was gonna get it. I don't want to tell the story, but that's it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Sometimes your secrets is what is holding, what is not making you feel too fulfilled in your relationship. You're hiding, you're doing things behind your partner's back, and like you think that partner doesn't know what you're doing, and it's like, okay, I know what you're doing, I just don't want to talk about it, I don't have nothing to say about it. And then you're gonna allow it for so long that it's gonna make you explode and then make you want to leave your partner. But then it's like, communicate about it. Because some people love you so much, they will change for you. Some people will like, like once it is that way, it's always going to be that way. But when you truly love somebody, you will definitely, you will change for that person. So a lot of times people think, hold on guys, I got to mute it for one second. Oh, okay, I thought they were saying something. But anyway, what was I saying again? Yeah, so sometimes, I was talking about the movie. What did I say I gotta take my Ginkgo again. What did I say? Oh yeah, sometimes you be thinking that you're doing something and the other person don't know. That person know, but they just don't care to talk about it. They don't care to argue about it again. And there's that one day they want to be fed up and they're just gonna leave you. They're gonna be like, listen, I ain't gonna want to do this no more. And you're gonna be like, wowzers. So that's what happened in relationships a lot of times. It's like people think like, oh, okay, she's not saying nothing about it, I can get away with this. No, sometimes people reach their breaking point and be like, listen, I don't want to do this no more, I'm out, I can't. And then you're gonna realize like, wow, I'm about to lose the best thing that ever happened to me. Just like how you see Chris Brown and his ex right now, right? How he's chasing her right now and trying to scare her new boyfriend away because he's like, wow, you leaving me? Like, I'm Chris Brown. Like, I think she's a model. I don't know. Because nobody, how nobody really knows about a person until they start dating that person. But anyway, so it's like, now you chasing me, but you about to have a whole new baby on me. Like, you expect me to stay just because what? Because you're Chris Brown? Like, some people don't care about the title, the money. Like, some people have standards and values, and sometimes the money is not enough. The money is not enough to stay at all. Like, some people know how to distinguish that. They be like, oh, I'm here. No, if you really love somebody and care about somebody and the money doesn't matter. Like, listen, I'm not happy, I need to save my peace, save my sanity, so I'm gonna go right out. Some people don't have the luxury to be like, okay, I want to just end this. So shout out to those people who have to endure, but there's always a way out. You know, you don't want somebody, I don't want to say that either, but a lot of people are doing a lot of things they're not supposed to, just to cope with everyday life. You know, just to cope. So, yeah. So who is still here with me, rocking out with me? Make sure you like and subscribe. I know I haven't been here in a minute, but yeah. I'm gonna try to, oh wait, let me see if I can put this up here. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can add this right quick. Yeah, I know that's right. Hey, welcome, Leo Jones. Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully my YouTube is all right. I know it was acting up before, so hopefully it's right now. It was acting up a couple days ago. But yeah, make sure whoever you with brings out the best of you. What was I to? Oh yeah, Jill Scott album. I was like, what did I name this live? Jill Scott. Yep. So guys, make sure put that on your Spotify list, your playlist. And you know what? She has this one song that is crazy. It has like a little disclaimer. Like, listen, not everybody could be listening to certain songs now. You can't be blasting that song. You might get a couple eyes looking at you. But yes, those people who always have an excuse, not excuse, but always something going on in their life. You ever met a person like that? She has a song. I forgot the name of it, but I think it's number 5 or something like that. But yeah, that's the disclaimer. Like before, like, you know, she has the disclaimer, and then there's the song, and it's like, what? No, you can't have it. No, you can't do this, or no, you know, it's like that person you get a knock on the door. Can I borrow some sugar? Can I do this? Can I have some of this? Like, always want to borrow something. Hey, Carly Jane, what's up? I am doing well right now. I'm doing well. I was ordering me a salad, but then I said, you know what? I'm gonna jump on live and yeah, speak to the people, and shout out Jill Scott album. Like, you know, it's such a banger, and it's such a light, that's something that we need, you know. Is that a Thriller jacket, or I'm just tripping? Woo woo! You're the second person who said that. I think I'm gonna keep it on. Michael is coming out too. How many people's gonna watch that movie that's coming out? I can't wait. So yeah, whoever's doing Michael, I want to watch that movie, and I want to go to the premiere. No, this is a Karl Lagerfeld jacket. Let's see. Yep, this is a Karl Lagerfeld jacket. You know, it's the closest thing to Chanel. So, you know, because Karl Lagerfeld used to style Chanel too, right? So I can't afford the Chanel jacket yet. So I was like, I get me a Karl Lagerfeld. You know, wear my little red. Yes, it's been a while. You was thinking about the Thriller. Yeah, I'll get my little red prosperity going. Thank you. But yeah, I want to see that movie. Let's see, because the last Michael movie I watched was, what is it called? Jackson 5. So I don't know. Did they have another movie after Jackson 5? That's something I don't know. And Jackson 5 was good. So if they can top that, let's see. Because, you know, sometimes these new movies, they just be rushing it out. They just be throwing anything out. And that's the thing. During the time that we live in now, it's like some things don't even have to be good to chart up to the top. It's like you could get I don't want to say that word either, but some stuff you be like, what? Really? This got an award? What? Read your favorite color? Hit the like button. I might subscribe. Jerry Mahone, what does that mean? Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'm going to say your favorite color is pink if you said, what's your favorite color? I'm gonna go with pink since I see pink right now in your so woo woo. Yes. And guys, I don't know what happened to my YouTube the last week or the other week when I was on live. It's like my whole live just went blank. I don't even think the whole thing uploaded. So hopefully this whole one uploads without just cranking off, you know. But yeah, Michael, and you, oh my goodness, his daughter Paris. We just had that conversation. It's like I ain't even gonna talk about that either. Let me not talk about that. Well, thank you, Carly Jane. What time works better for you? Because I know you be coming on, like, you know, I think when I first started going live, I feel like you was here too. So I'm trying to see what time works better. Like, I'm thinking if I should just start coming on like in the afternoon. But I said this before, I just gotta do it. And let me tell you guys, Lent started yesterday, and I was like, what should I give up for Lent? What should I give up for Lent? I don't want to give up social media because social media is like I post some of my stuff, you know? And I go live, I post my content from the places that I go. So I'm like, okay, not social media. I'm not going to give up. I said I was going to give up chicken, but I'm like, I don't want to give up chicken. I did, like, you know, so I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give up waking up late. And I don't even know if you can, you know, but it's something that I'm going to do. Like, you know, be more intentional because I'm a pro. Listen, last year, even just ever since I was younger, how about that? Ever since I was a little bitty baby that I could remember, I just like to sleep until 12, 1 o'clock. Like, I don't, like, I'm like, not on the time. I never even wanted to go to school. Like, waking up for school was such an issue for me. And I just was like, Chrissy, what is it? Why can't you get up? Why are you not motivated? And it's like sometimes you're just being lazy. And it's like, oh, I just want to stay in the bed a little longer. Having like 5 alarms on. Why do you have 5 alarms on? So this is what I'm giving up for Lent. I don't know if I should even share this, but yeah, just waking up on time, being part of the 5 a.m. club, spending time with G-O-D. You get what I'm saying? So that is what I'm going to do. So it's like giving up that procrastination, doing those hard things. Stop trying to take the easy ride out because that's what I like, you know? I'm always trying to take the easy ride out. Like, even though I can do the hard stuff. Oh, wait. Missed your live. Sorry it was not on. No, Carly Jane. Are you serious? Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. Hope it wasn't like, you know, just like a little cold. Nothing too crazy. But I'm glad you are here. Yes. I remember the last time you said you was going on a trip too. So, and this flu season has been a little bit crazy because I don't be getting sick like that, but I got sick twice. Like, you know, being around people, they not staying home, covering their mouths. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, are you serious? They just all in your face, knowing that they're not feeling well. And the next day, oh yeah, I was sick. Okay, so if I didn't tell you I got sick, so you telling me you got me sick the next day after I'm saying, oh, I don't feel well? To me, those people are very selfish and, you know, and it's like, listen, don't be around me. Why would you even attempt to hug me? Why would you even attempt to be like, oh, I'm going to go out with you and meet you knowing that you're sick? It's different if you are a child or if we're in a relationship, you know, but I can see you another time. You ain't got to get me sick. You know, ain't that serious. But, you know, some people just don't care. I guess you know what you can do, right? You can go like this if you don't want to hear me. Swipe to the next live. Swipe, 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 swipe. That's it. You ain't gotta listen. But yeah, if you here, definitely like and subscribe. My name is Christina Opari, and I talk about a little bit of everything, mostly on, you know, and okay, guys, let me know if you can hear me because a call just came through. Hold on. Okay, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me because I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I don't understand how a call just came through. So put a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, you can. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say, but those robot calls. I don't know how they could just break, how they still be calling. But what was I talking about? Yeah, some selfish people in the world, you know? Because this, So that's why I'm trying to plan something because we did definitely have a crazy winter, super cold. I haven't experienced this much cold in a long time. So I am planning a couple of trips. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm really thinking about Turks and Caicos. You know, the only thing with Turks and Caicos, they don't really have too many all-inclusive. I think they have one all-inclusive. And I like all-inclusive places. I think the best, like Mexico, hands down, has the best all-inclusive resorts. Hands down. Like Cabo, Cancun. And I do enjoy myself out there. But I'm like, Chrissy, I want to do something different. So I'm thinking possibly going to Turks and Caicos. I don't know. You missed your Paris trip? How long? That, wait. So can you, I hope you didn't lose out on no money or anything. Hope you can still go. I hope you can still make your Paris trip. And Paris is beautiful. I'm in Paris. Getting my fresh OJ, my fresh baguette. Like, everything is so fresh. Even the seafood. I was just looking at them, just opening the shells. I took a couple of those shells back home with me. I was like, wait, you throwing those shells in the garbage? I was just thinking about all the artwork I can create. Because, you know, when you go to the beaches now, you don't be finding those pretty looking shells anymore. So I really wanted to take the whole bag home, and I was just thinking about all the cool little art stuff I can create with that, you know? Oh, you got your money back. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now that would have been a double whammy if you know, didn't get your money back. Hey, Chris. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's the same Chris, but welcome. Good afternoon. Italy, yes. I wish I was in Milan for the Olympics. The ice show looks, what is it? Not the ice show, the Winter Olympics looks so nice. Oh my goodness. I definitely want to visit too. And my friend was out there for a while. I should have just been like, girl, I'm hopping on the flight. I'm coming to see you. You know? And look, now she's back out here. Oh, welcome, Chris. Yeah, I'm the same dude. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome. Are you 100% yet? Because I remember you said you had an accident, so I hope you 100%. You see how Tom heals? Yes, but the Winter Olympics is, you know, it looks really, really nice out there. Okay, look at that. See? Tom Hills. Tom Hills. The body can recover, and that's the thing. We have a healing machine, so that is dope. Thank you. I just had to put this on. Guys, did you see that I cut my hair? I'm going back natural. And so when I was cleaning out, I found my wig. I got so many wigs. So you might see me in this wig today and another wig tomorrow. Because, you know. And look, I'm like, Chrissy, why did you have this hiding? I think this was in, like, you know, I'm like, girl, get those wigs out so you can, you know, have one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Have it. They're going to be like, Chrissy, I love when people be like, oh, I didn't know that was you. That's a great thing. You don't see me. You don't see me. I'm somebody else today. Today I think what's my name? My name is Nikita today. You know, every day is gonna be somebody else. But yeah, this wig is cute. I just gotta fix it a bit because I kind of was rushing. You know, well, I wasn't rushing. Today actually was a great day. I just was like, it's gonna just stay like that. I didn't have no time to fix it. But yeah, I cut my hair. I'm going back natural. So I'm trying to cut all that the chemical treatment out, and that's it. Because what I find with so many people is like when you cut your hair, some people be thinking like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you going through a Britney Spears? No, I'm just trying to get some healthy hair. I don't get attached to Lent. If it's looking all choppy and damaged, no, I'm cutting it off. I ain't gonna be that girl with my thin ponytail hanging down just to hold on to a little length to save my hair down my back. No, chop it all off. I'd rather get some, get me healthy. Get me that healthy hair. I don't need to have that thin little, you be seeing those people with that, like, girl, add some hair or just cut that off, and grow your hair back healthy. It's going to be okay. It's just hair. It's going to grow back. Oh, you and your girl planning to visit New York? Woo-hoo! That is dope. Well, you always got to hit up Times Square. Times Square, go through all the, all the little hot spots. So, Times Square is that's the tourist. They call it the tourist trap, But Soho, you got Rockefeller Center. So many things to do in New York. You will not get bored. That's one thing. When you go to New York, when you come to New York, you will not be bored. New York City. I'm not even gonna say New York State because you got the countryside upstate. But New York City, there's always something to do. You lost 8 pounds. Why you? Well, the good news is that you lost a couple pounds. I don't know if you wanted to, but I'm glad that you're doing well. And guys, when you said that too, Carly, like I lost a couple pounds. Like I was like, God, because in the beginning of the year, I don't even know if I should say this. This is a little bit TMI, but in the beginning of the year, I ate some food that you go to these parties, you go to these events, and you be like, yeah, I want that. But I do love Indian food, but certain things I think my stomach wasn't accustomed to. So I had some of that. I think it was the butter chicken and then something else, the curry. So guys, when you eat curry, you gotta be very careful, especially like spicy stuff. If your stomach is not used to that, because all curry is not the same. Like Jamaican curry is different from Indian curry. And all I'm gonna say is, I was in a house for 2 days, and I lost about 8 pounds. I'm gonna just say that. I lost about, I think a little more, I think about 10 pounds, because anything I was eating, it was just going right. Like I couldn't hold nothing, and I said, oh my goodness, I didn't even want to drink water. I couldn't even hold down. I said, God, what is wrong with me? But shout out to Gruns. I wish I had the package here because I did feel a little way, right? So I think after I took the Gruns, it really just cleaned my whole system out because I felt like a little, when you feel like you're about to get sick, the little chills, like, and it's like you're feeling a little tired and, and the next morning I just said, let me just take some Gruns. Wow. When I took those Gruns, it was a wrap. I was in the house. I couldn't hold nothing down, but it cleared my system out, and I was like, thank you, God. Even though I was sick, it really was a detox that I needed, and I started my year off good. I guess not really, you sometimes you got to turn those bad moments into like, okay, well, thank you. I lost a couple pounds. Brooklyn in the house. Daryl McClure. Okay. Brooklyn. You said you had a flu. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing you caught it. And listen, don't be scared to go to the hospital because a lot of people be trying to recover at home. If you ain't getting better after that, you know, if you feeling like something's off, go to the doctor. Don't let it go more than 2 days. Because some people be making a whole week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like this one person was like, oh yeah, I've been feeling this way for about a month now. Yeah, when he went to the doctor was like, what? You a walking miracle right now because you should not be alive. The way how his like, you know, when after they did his stuff, so they was like, lucky thing you went to came to the hospital. Don't be going to the hospital too late. Yeah, but shout out to you. You got your money back, and you know, Paris. Maybe you know you still can go to Paris, and you feeling good. So that's a good thing. But yeah, health is important, guys. If I had a choice, rich or wealthy, you gotta get healthy. I said wealthy. Rich or healthy, you gotta be healthy first. My health. Give me my health first, then give me the riches. You know, give me some love. Love is the greatest force of all. Well, that's a good, well, I'm not gonna say a good thing but it's a good thing you're good now. So, yes. That is dope. That is dope. Gratitude, because listen, when you do not want to experience certain things. But shout out to, I think you said very grateful for NHS. Oops. Yes. Shout out to the doctors and nurses, because I don't think I can do that type of work. I definitely cannot do that type of work. You know, I remember when I was younger, I'm like, yeah, I want to be a doctor. I don't even like to go to hospital at all. At all. I wanted to turn around the camera, but I said, no, let me not do that. He looking so hard, like, what is she doing over there? That's why I put my shades on. You can't see my eyes like that. Yeah. That's dope. But yeah, it's a shout out to the doctors and nurses of the world. You know, you got some, you know, because them nurses be working. And you know, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, shout out to them. Especially the ones that's on call. What? They gotta miss weddings. They gotta miss some important events because sometimes they get that call like, we need you at the hospital. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either. Like, every time I think of it now, my heart just drops. I'll be like, oh. But you know, if you need to go, you need to go. You need to go. But yeah, that's it. And and it's crazy because, like, I don't know, you know, especially people that you love so much. I feel like it's when you talk about hospitals and stuff, especially when you see a loved one go in a hospital, it's like it brings back those memories, you know. And it's like, I don't want to go. Yeah, because when you get that call, it don't even matter if you just scrape your hand or something. Like, oh shoot, you in the hospital? What? You think the worst, you know? But hey, you here? You're healthy. Yes, guys. But let me see what time this train comes. I gotta see what time this train comes. Wowzers. But yeah, check out the shorts. I just uploaded like 3 shorts or videos from the fashion shows I went to. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this other one. But yeah, I'm about to upload some more content, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and tell me where you from too. Wow. You see? You see? Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna upload some more content. Oh, Tennessee here. Oh yes, Tennessee in the house. Tennessee, yes, Memphis, Tennessee. Wow. Memphis. Let me see what time this train comes. Like, my brain cannot contain everything. Oh yeah, happy Mardi Gras too. Mardi Gras just passed. Mardi Gras. Can you believe Ash Wednesday and something else was the same day? That's the crazy part. I gotta do so much, guys. But yeah, thank you for joining in my live. Oh, you in the middle of Tennessee. What's the middle of Tennessee called? The middle of Tennessee. You know, it's so funny because the same thing. Some people only know one part of. Oh, Nashville too. Nashville, Tennessee. See, it just came to my head. Nashville. Yes. I'll be like, what other part is in Tennessee? The only part I know is Nashville and Memphis. The only two. But all right, guys, where I'm about to go. Oh yeah, I have this. Let me show you. So whoever's in New York, you can go too. Hold on. Where did I put it? Let me open it up. But what is it? Jada Kiss and Fat Joe is supposed to be having a podcast. They're doing it live. So I don't know if I can go live because that sometimes they be playing the DJ be in the background or whatever. So if I could go live, I'm gonna show you guys the behind the scenes of the podcast with Jada Kiss and Fat Joe, and then Kiss Cafe too. Jada, and he was talking about this for so long, and finally, we get to get a little preview of the Kiss Cafe. Because I know he's been doing like little pop-ups of it, so now I think he's probably gonna have it official, like an official thing. So yes indeed. So whoever's here, thank you for being here, and I will jump on. If I could jump on a little later, I'll jump on a little later. And shout out to Carly Jane. Whoop whoop whoop. She back healthy out the hospital, so shout out to you. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to all of you guys who are here. And remember, health is wealth. And also, like I said earlier today, your environment is so important. Like if you wanna accomplish great things, have some cheerleaders around you. Don't be having those naysays around you. Of course, don't look at failure as, oh my goodness, it's the end. No, you try again. You keep trying again until you become a winner. And once you become a winner, nobody ain't gonna remember those failures. They're gonna be thinking like, oh my goodness, it was so easy. Honey bunny. It may seem easy, but you ain't see the extra behind the scenes stuff, So just because you fail, try again. Get up and try again. But shout out to you guys. I'm grateful for you, and chat soon. And make sure you guys like my other see my other content that I posted, because like I said, YouTube was messing up the other day, so I gotta get my YouTube back on track. So talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Oops, I don't even know. Okay.